Welcome, everybody, to a very special edition of the Lightning Round podcast. Garrett here, Craig, and of course, our special guest, Chargers DB, AJ Finley. AJ, thank you so much for joining us. I want to get right to the football stuff. You know, you played a bunch of different DB positions over at Ole Miss. Jesse Minter talked about how he wants his defenders to be versatile. Tell us about what kind of role you're going to have in this defense with under Jesse Minter.
I mean, I'm pretty much learning everything, honestly. I've learned pretty much both safety spots, nickel, and a little bit of dime. So I'm trying to be as versatile as possible, add value to myself.
No, that's awesome. Speaking of your new defensive coordinator, when you look at Garrett, does he remind you of someone?
Oh man, I'm trying to think. He does low-key look like him a little bit.
It doesn't.
Okay,
Just a tad bit.
he can't get enough of hearing that. Yeah, for sure. Well, so AJ, kind of moving off of that, I'm a Louisiana native. I now reside in Texas, and a lot of my closest friends still live in the South and can't imagine it any other way. You know it, like the slower paced life, quiet country living. But being a Bama guy, right? And then spending your career out in Oxford, how's the adjustment period going out on the West Coast? Like, what do you do that keeps you connected to home?
Oh man, it's tough to keep connected because like you out here, man, it's a total different lifestyle. You know, down south you got the humidity. Out here it's a nice breeze every day, 70, 80 degrees, nothing crazy. But man, I'd say just staying connected with my friends on the game and stuff. Like I try to get back and play with them as much as possible. So keep myself grounded and play with those guys.
What games we playing?
I play a little bit of everything. I play a little 2K, Call of Duty, obviously the new NCAA. And I haven't played Madden yet. I haven't been on the game in a minute, honestly.
So, you know, back, you know, in college, you kind of took on this kind of team dad role. You helped your, you know, teammates with like car trouble, or like even helps a teammate hang a TV, brought food if they needed it. You know, now you're a second-year player. Are you taking on that role with any, you know, rookies or UDFAs this year?
I mean, I haven't yet, but I'll try to be that guy on and off the field, like the guy you can count on, the guy that you need something. I'm gonna be there to do whatever it is I need to do. So I haven't gotten to that spot yet, but I try to take the young guys in and teach them everything I know, teach them everything I've learned from Derwin and Lowy. Just keep those guys going and push them along further.
Like which guys? Which guys are you meeting with?
All of the rookie guys, even the corners. Like I try to if I see something they're doing, try to drop a little nugget here and there. If I see something, I'll add on to it.
Do you still keep in contact with all the guys you talked to in college?
I talk to them every now and then. It's kind of hard, especially right now. We're all in camp, so we're all like coming up and doing stuff. But during the season, if I see them make a play or something, I'll shoot them a text and say good job or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Well, kind of leaning into the college experience, like we know that there's a really cool story behind you and your wife and how you met and kind of how you convinced her to spend time with you before you asked her out. Can you share that story a little bit with the audience and give some intel there?
Okay. We actually met at the fire alarm got pulled at our dorms, and
that wasn't you, right?
No, it wasn't me. I almost stayed in the room, honestly. I almost stayed in the room, but my roommate told me, he's like, go ahead and come down so we don't get in trouble. So I went down there. I met her. She was a journalism major and I was a finance major. So obviously I was good at math and she was good at writing papers. So we would kind of both help each other and try to push each other along and try to get that work done as easy as possible.
So first and foremost, salute to you on that master plan of pursuit, because using the whole I need help with a writing assignment from a journalism major angle, it has probably like a 95% success rate. It's at least guaranteed to get your foot in the door. So continuing on that, how would you say like your relationship has helped you with your wife, has helped you navigate your entire journey from college to the uncertainties of being an undrafted player and now to the role that you're carving out with the Chargers?
I mean, it's obviously big. Having somebody that's just there for me, it brings a lot of stability in my life. Not having to worry about it. And like, she's going to be there for me, whatever I go through. So having that stability, it's good to fall back on whenever I need it.
So, you know, we did a bunch of research on you, AJ, and we found that your parents said that you were a planner early on in your life. Like in middle school, you wrote out your optimal height and weight for high school. And tell me about like where that came from And also, did you make any notes about like, your future goals for your NFL career?
I think that came from my dad. Honestly, he's a planner too. He's a military guy, so I think I got a little bit of that from him. But as far as my career goes, man, it's just honestly stacking. Don't take any steps back. Just get better. Be the best version of myself every day. Don't be complacent. Honestly, just a never settle mentality. Just get better.
Okay, cool, for sure. So also, again, I'm going to grill you a little bit because I'm a Southern guy, but I know you appreciate this. So Mardi Gras, okay? Its roots can obviously be traced back to like your hometown of Mobile, but which city, in your opinion, offers the most enjoyable experience, and why is it New Orleans?
That's a tough question. I will say New Orleans is a little bit bigger. Obviously, I think it's bigger, but I don't think you can get away from like it just means more Mobile. I think it's the birthplace of it, so I feel like it's just naturally rooted there. So I feel like it's obviously like it means a little bit more. Just like the SEC, it means a little more.
No, I got you. We can't compare the food though. You have to at least give New Orleans that, right?
Y'all might have us there. Every time I go to New Orleans, I got to get some beignets.
For sure. I'll take what I can get there. Cool, that works.
Yeah. So I found it interesting, being from Bama, that you were really drawn to the Oregon Ducks when you were younger. Can you tell me about, what it was like meeting Justin Herbert? You're a former quarterback. He's a former Duck. Like what was that like when you met Herbert?
Justin's a cool guy, man. I didn't know he was that big in person, honestly. Like my first time seeing him, I was like, sheesh, I didn't know he was like 6'5". So it was honestly pretty cool meeting him. He's a cool guy, fun to be around. And honestly, he's a major competitor too. So he brings the best out of us every day. So it was fun meeting him.
Awesome. All right. Well, we like to wrap up our interviews with any kind of stories. We love to hear stories, and I want to get your kind of favorite story that you've got that you can share with us, whether it's football or otherwise, maybe even a career highlight. If you've got anything, can you share us like your favorite story that you can think of off the top of your head?
And first,
you got anything
football wise
or anything?
I'll share this. I actually didn't play defense until my senior year of high school. So I was a high school running back. So I switched over to corner my senior year, and honestly, it was obviously the best decision I ever made. So it's paid dividends. Honestly, trusting the people that are around me. That people told me like you would be better at safety, and people wanted you to play safety in college. So honestly, just switching over from offense to defense was probably the best decision I've ever made in my life.
All right. Well, good. We're glad you made the switch. And I told you before the interview, we're a big fan of you coming out of college, your journey through being an undrafted free agent. We're excited that you're ascending up this depth chart and being a key time contributor with the Chargers. So AJ, thank you so much for joining us here on Lightning Round Podcast. We really appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
No, absolutely, man. Thanks, AJ.
Thank you.